Good morning and welcome to Sunday, the Lord's Day, November 9th, 2025, live from Pittsburgh, PA. I'm Sally D. This is Sunshine with Sally on Sally D's Reality. So welcome to November 9th. It's rather foggy here. We'll see if it clears up. Looks like a day should be like Halloween or something, huh? So good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Good morning. Good morning, Debbie Sue. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Let me get my coat on here. I thought I had my smaller coat. It's 40 degrees instead of 30 degrees. Good morning. But it's still enough for a coat. Doing well, thank you. How are you? So, coat on here. All right. Got it on now. What are your plans today, Debbie Sue? Yep, it is quite foggy. You have any plans for today, Debbie Sue? Ooh, that sounds good. Is my microphone working okay? Good. Hey, Joey. Hello, my friend. How are you, darling? So glad to see you both here. And Daryl's here now. Hi, Abiola. Happy Sunday to you, the Lord's Day. Yes. Make time for family. Okay, honey. You drive past the palace, right? Hey, Kelvin. Good morning, Kelvin. How are you? Welcome to Sunrise with Sally. We're celebrating the Lord's Day today. Yeah, the medicine wore off, Joey. So I'm gonna have Daryl pick up the other thing that they were giving me some kind of things from my back. But yeah, I'm okay. I am okay. I'm not gonna complain. Hello from South Australia. What a beautiful view. Are you being sarcastic? It's rather gloomy. Gloomy is gloom and doom today. It looks like it was raining all night, so um I was talking to, Emily who comes on here, and she's in the Philippines and they're having a typhoon right now, a big one, she said, which I think a typhoon is big, but she said there's flooding already and everything. She still had her electricity though. You could hear the rain from, where she was. So just keep them in your prayers in the Philippines. A lot of people are getting flooded out of their homes and everything. Bless you too, Calvin. Good morning, Robert. How are you today, honey? Robert's here and everybody's saying hello to one another. Happiest Lily. I know. Look at that fog. Isn't it gloomy and scary? It looks like a Halloween night. How are you, Happiest Lily? Thank you for your love for them from the UK. Everybody's saying hello to Lily, my friend Lily. Hello, Nadia and Cam. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. You like misty views. Okay. I got that just for you, Cam. Just for you, sweetie. Oh, okay. We will be here. We will be here. I'll probably get started in about 10 minutes or so, unless everybody wants me to start now. It's up to you. Um, yes, the Philippines are, Emily is, it was pouring down. I was talking to her at 2 o'clock this morning. Hello, Aria. English, please. English. But it was, you could hear the rain and the winds. Oh my goodness. Didn't she look very worried? So I would be too. And she has 4 children, twins, and then two other kids. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get started. We have 14 in here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you would. That would make me so happy. Um, I appreciate you doing that. Good morning, Mrs. Paula. Good morning. Ooh. All right, where were we here? Everybody saying good morning to Paula. English, please, Aria. Good morning. Good morning, Nadia. I'm just about to start now, honey. Okay. It says, my faith restores my peace of mind and heart. Faith is the potent power of belief and one of the ways I fully experience God's love and grace. Sometimes, though, instead of keeping my thoughts centered on the goodness of God, my thoughts turn to worry or fear. When that happens, I realize I may be inventing fearful stories about the future. In these moments, I pause and reset. I acknowledge any feelings of anxiousness, allowing them to settle and pass. I remind myself I have the power to use my faith to return to the truth of God. I get like that. I like, sometimes, start to worry about something and they said about how you these stories, like your imagination gets the best of you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm worried about these different scenarios happening and they didn't really happen. That's that's me. I affirm God's infinite goodness is always active, centering myself in God. I believe my words and deeds are divinely inspired, steeped in faith and attuned to the divine. I am guided toward peace and harmony always. This is from 2 Corinthians chapter 4:18. Because we look not at what can be seen, but at what cannot be seen. For what can be seen is temporary, but what cannot be seen is eternal. How about that? Just like we were talking about, someone asked, I think it was Evie, if she can't see her God, that she believes in something she can't see, and you can feel Him in your heart, and only a Christian would know that. So 2 Corinthians, because we look not at what can be seen, but at what cannot be seen. For what can be seen is temporary, but what cannot be seen is eternal. Hello, Russell. Good morning, Russell. Faith shines a light of love and positivity upon my life. Walking in the dark, I shine a flashlight on my path. I may not see the bends in the road ahead, but the beam of light highlights each next step. Likewise, is my spiritual journey does not depend on knowing exactly where I am headed or how I will get there. My faith is the perfect guidance of God, illuminates my way, one step at a time. I feel my faith strongly through prayer and meditation. I connect my intuition. Spirit within is my guide. It will never lead me astray, and relying on its presence builds my confidence and helps me trust myself, even if I get caught up in negativity and fear. I return to my deep inner knowing that all is well. And like flipping a switch, any darkness surrounding me dissipates into brilliant radiance. So, like flipping a switch, any darkness surrounding me dissipates into brilliant radiance. So, faith comes from what is heard, and what is heard comes through the word of Christ. That's Romans 10:17. So, faith comes from what is heard, and what is heard comes through the word of Christ. My faith helps me put feet on my prayers. I believe in the power of prayer to change my life. I believe in the absolute goodness of God. I believe all things are possible. My faith is strong. I live my faith by matching my worldly efforts with my prayerful intentions. After my prayer time, I act upon any inspiration I receive to make manifest my prayers for peace, prosperity, healing, and harmony. Whatever I feel called to do, I do it. This is how I bring my faith to life. I do not wait passively for something to keep or to happen to me. I make things happen by letting divine inspiration flow through me. I deepen in faith as I feel God's presence within me. I believe in the power of my spiritual gifts, and I bring those gifts to life. I deepen in faith as I feel God's presence within me. I believe in the power of my spiritual gifts, and I bring those gifts to life. From James chapter 2:24, you see that a person is justified by works and not by faith alone. You see that a person is justified by works and not by faith alone. Wow, those are some awesome words, too. With faith, I am divinely inspired and unstoppable. When I am working toward a goal, the space between beginnings and endings can feel lonely and long. When I get started, I feel filled with optimism and zeal. When I reach completion, I feel satisfied and proud. Between those two poles, however, I may feel lost, frustrated, or doubtful. This is when I can lean on my faith. I start with faith that I can do what I dream of doing. As I progress toward realizing my goal, I reaffirm that I have what it takes to finish. If I feel lost, I call upon my faith in God to remind me I am not alone. I call upon my faith in God to remind me I am not alone. So you're not alone, guys. If I face a setback, my faith keeps me anchored in the belief that all is well in divine order. I dream big, flying high, while staying rooted in the faith that God is always with me. I dream big, flying high, while staying rooted in the faith that God is with me always. And this is from Hebrews chapter 11:1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. So most of these readings, they're putting together that faith, you know, we go by faith, but not by, sight. So we can see Um, we can see um, God through our feelings and our heart. God is always with us, and we have to learn not to forget that. Because I'm just like you guys. Sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we have things happen to us, and we're just like, why? I'm a good person, God. I follow your rules. I follow the Ten Commandments. I mean, I don't do anything wrong. Why is this happening to me? And God's with us. He's always with us, you know? So we have to remember that. We just have to keep our faith, and that's just the gist of it. Um, but I do get like that too, where we question it. Why is this happening? Living my faith deepens my awareness of God. If I believe I can find good in my life, then I will, no matter whether events appear good or bad. When I believe every situation carries lessons from which I can learn, I will learn from every situation. If I believe being of service will improve life for others, I will discover my life fuller and enriched. If I believe in the power of gratitude, I will always find things for which to be grateful. Listen to that. If I believe in the power of gratitude, I will always find things for which to be grateful. There are things to be grateful for in our lives. We have them. When you get depressed, start making a list of things that you are happy about, that you're grateful for, or make that list before you get into some kind of depressive mood, and have that ready when you feel depressed to remind you, I have healthy children. I have a spouse that loves me, or I have great parents, or something. You have a car and a home. I mean, you have things to provide for you. You got the car to get to work. You have a home. You have food. Like, you just have to find things to be grateful for because they're there. They are there. There's always something to be grateful for. And sometimes those things that we should be feeling grateful for, we take for granted. I'm guilty of that too, because we take things for granted, and we don't mean to, but it just happens. But sometimes we have to be reminded of those things. So we have to think about those things. And I think I'm going to do that today. I'm going to write down all the things that I'm grateful for, because I have a friend who does that. She does a lot of things, Julie. She has a channel on here too, and she writes down what she's grateful for. And I think that's awesome. Um, my beliefs and actions show me where I am placing my faith and also help determine the quality of my life. I focus on finding the good in all things. I make positive, empowering choices and surround myself with people and things that inspire and excite me. And I talked about that before. Your friends are a reflection of who you are. If you're hanging out with a bunch of kids who, are doing things they shouldn't do, then even if you're not doing those things, people are going to associate with those people that you do those things. You know what I mean? And you have to watch who becomes your friends. Even if you want to be cool and fit in, it doesn't matter, because you know what? After high school, usually those people aren't around anymore. So just remember that. I focus on finding the good in all things. I make positive, empowering choices and surround myself with people and things that inspire and excite me. I believe God is in everything and everyone. I believe God is in everything and everyone, and I find the presence of God everywhere. This is the most powerful way I live my faith. Take time to stop and smell the roses. Don't be so crazy running around with chaos and everything. Um, Summerjet, we are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's foggy here this morning because it rained all last night. Um, so we have to slow down a bit. That's why I say, today's the Lord's Day. If you don't have to work today, Try to find something to do with your family or a friend or something. Spend time, I don't like to use the word quality time. Spend some nice time with somebody and make memories. Don't be running around store to store. I got to get this done, that done, cleaning your house. No, you could do that another day. Today is the Lord's day where you're supposed to take a rest. God himself took a rest on Sunday. So take a rest today. Read a book, read the Bible, read scripture, do something to take a rest because Lord knows you guys do too much stuff during the week and running around crazy, 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 crazy. And you don't want to turn into a wackadoodle, right, Debbie Sue? You work too much. Don't work more than you live, okay? Don't spend your life working more than you actually live. That's what a lot of people end up doing, and they miss all their kids' childhood and everything. So take that day, or if it's not today your day off, then take a day off where, or take a mental health day. And I used to try to give my boys, mental health day, and they would not take it. They said, Mom, there'll be too much work when I come back. From James chapter 2:18, I by my works will show you my faith. I by my works will show you my faith. I will be right back. There is no electricity. Uh-oh. My faith is my assurance throughout the seasons of life. Sometimes the wisdom and comfort of God feel far away. When the conditions of the world turn troubling and I feel anxious and afraid, my faith will be shaken. When that happens, I remind myself God is the one presence and the one power in the world. I pin my faith to this truth and to my belief that God is absolute good, enduring, unchangeable. The conditions of the world are fluid, yet God is always in the midst of them. Even if I don't know how troubling situations will work out, I have faith that God they will I have faith that with God they will. Focusing on this truth helps me release my concerns, relax, and trust in the goodness and grace of God. My shoulders fall and my breathing steadies and deepens. With faith, I affirm God is, I am, we are. From 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7, for we walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith and not by sight. It does look haunted, doesn't it, Sebastian? Yes, good morning. I'm sorry I didn't say hello right away, but I'm reading a book. And so good morning, Sebastian. How are you today? Does look haunted. That's what I said at the very beginning of the show. I said, looks like a scene from a Halloween movie. Very, very foggy. I'm not sure if it's supposed to burn off or what's going to happen with it, but it looks very foggy. So, um, I'm good, just relaxing. I'm new here. What is your channel about? Well, this part of my channel in the mornings is Sunrise with Sally. Usually there's a sunrise and we watch the sun come up and I read scripture. And then there's other parts of my channel, which is Sally D's Reality, where I turned 60 and I'm just realizing all the things in life that, well, I took too seriously, like worrying about what other people think about you, worrying about what you look like, worrying about you don't have to worry about those things. So if you're a young person, don't worry about those things because it's kind of silly. Because once you get older, you realize you really don't have to worry about those things after all. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you, sweetheart? She's saying good morning, and everyone's saying good morning to Yvonne. So, Sebastian, how old are you, Sebastian? So that is what my channel's about. Good morning, my friend Cheryl. Hello, darling. So, Sebastian, you are still young enough to learn from my mistakes. So, good morning, my beautiful friend. Yes, good morning, Cheryl. Yep, everyone's saying good morning to Cheryl. Yes, we were just reading all about faith today, all about, that we believe that God is because we feel Him in our heart. We don't have to see, we don't have to have faith by sight. So, um, let's see here. Where was I here? Let me see. Like I said before, with faith, I believe all things are possible. There is great power in believing, so much more than wishing or hoping. Believing how I demonstrated the deep and deepened my faith. I believe the dreams of my heart are within my reach, that through the presence of Christ within, I can make them come true. All of my dreams. I bolster my faith through my spiritual practices, using affirmations to change my thinking and spending time in prayer to more deeply feel the peace and presence of God. And every day Nana, after my live here, if you go over to her channel, she does affirmations right after me, and we don't plan it, but usually not every time, they are within the same topic. So yeah, we kind of work together, but yet we don't. But Yvonne is a wonderful person. um as I live my faith, I watch my life change. Out of circumstances that once seemed hopeless, new opportunities emerge. And that's like, when Daryl and I, we both, one point of our life, uh, we both lost our jobs around the same time. And I was panicking and I was a hot mess. Because we had two little boys. And so, what happened was he was trying to get a job at one place and he didn't get it, and I didn't understand why he didn't get it, but then it ended up he got a job at a better place. So if he would have taken the other one, he never would have applied for the other one. So sometimes you just have to be a little bit more patient with God, and He has a plan for us. So you're more than welcome, Yvonne. My pleasure. Our circumstances that once seemed hopeless, new opportunities emerge. Out of illness comes healing. Out of insufficiency come new adventures. And I'm sorry, out of new adventures. Out of insufficiency comes new avenues of prosperity and abundance. As I do my work in the world to make things happen, I stand upon the rock of my faith. From Mark 9:23, Jesus said to him, "If you are able, all things can be done for the one who believes." You are able, all things can be done for the one who believes, from Mark 9:23. Believe and it can be. That was always my mantra for years now. Um, good morning, Debbie Sue, and everyone. She says good. She wrote out everyone's name. She said, "Good morning, Debbie Sue, Mrs. Paula, Big D, Everyday Nana, Sebastian, Teacher Kelly, and Summer Jet." She made everybody feel important. Good morning, Cheryl from Teacher Kelly. James, hello, honey. How are you? How are you? I hope you didn't miss too much this morning of what we were reading. Thank you for coming into the chat. I always love to meet new people. Where are you from, James, if you don't mind me asking? We have people from all over the world here. Um, I was just telling my son called me last night to see how I was doing. And hello, Gracie. Good morning, honey. How are you? Good morning. So he asked me, I was telling him how, my friend Joey, he sent me these little keychains and how, Dora in Australia and Debbie Sue in Virginia and Kelly. And then we go over to Minnesota to Yvonne in Tennessee for Paula. Yeah. Everybody's saying hello to Gracie. Welcome, Gracie. Welcome, welcome. So, where are you from, Gracie? Does it say on there? Let me see if I can find your name here. Yeah, we got a lot of new people in here. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. Those are my hugs. All the likes. Everybody likes the like button. At least I think all my friends like to get the like button. This afternoon, I believe, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mrs. Paula Does Retirement is having her live. Is that correct, Paula? Yeah, we are from all over. Someday I'm going to get to Virginia and meet Kelly and Debbie Sue. Okay, so are you doing just a chat or any topic or anything? So stay tuned for Mrs. Paula Does Retirement this afternoon at 3 p.m. And also, when that's what I do, Paula. Kelly, what do you have? What do you have? Anything coming up, Kelly, that I need to mention here before I continue reading this lovely scripture on faith? Anything coming up? Big D, anything coming up on your channel? Oh, I thought that was Kelly saying she's doing dishwashing diaries. I'm like, oh my goodness, you too? Dishwashing diaries and out on the porch after. Okay, it's still warm enough. Still warm enough. You're going live on Tuesday to talk about teachers not getting paid due to the government shutdown. Really? Aren't you getting paid? Oh, you're a private school. Oh, the public schools aren't getting paid? Well then, hmm. See, I would still go to work, not because I would go for the kids. That's why I would go. I would still go. I mean, I only made 23,000 a year when I did teach. So, Sebastian would like to know what Kelly teaches. So remember, oh, what time is your live on Tuesday? Is it 7 o'clock Eastern Standard? Okay, okay. They have to still go to work. Oh, okay. But don't you work for a private school? I don't understand. If it's a private school, why wouldn't the teachers get paid? Oh, okay, honey. Yeah, you have thick hair. You got to get that dry. Look for notification Monday night. I have a guest coming on and have to confirm the time. Okay, Kelly. Just wanted to get it out there. And Nana, what time is your live tonight? 6:45, I believe. That's what it was. Central time, which would be 7:45 Eastern time. I'm just so confused with this time schedule. I have to ask Alexa to do that. Okay, so it'll be 7:45 my time, I guess. You're the same time as Rhonda, I think. Okay. Everybody get that? All these people doing live. Daryl, you doing any lives? Joey? Dean, do you have anything going on we need to tell everybody about? Dean is on usually in the morning, right, Dean? Or all day? Oh, okay. Okay, I see Kelly. She said she gets paid by the state. Okay, the federal government who are not getting paid. Okay. Okay. And Debbie Sue says, "Good morning, Dean." Well, you got to get on there and start doing some videos. I'll help you if you need help. Dean, you have anything coming up you want me to mention? Sometimes Dean is live all morning. Yeah, I turn him on. I listen to him as I work, whistle while I work, listen to Dean while I work. Mm. Okay. All right. Let me go to the next thing there. It says, my faith keeps me positive. Having faith is in God means believing in grace, goodness, peace, and love. Keeping my faith centered on those wonderful truths helps me keep the troubles of the world in perspective. I have faith the problems in my life and in the world will pass. You hear that? I have faith that the problems in the world will pass. I have faith that no matter how overwhelming or dire a situation may seem, nothing is greater than God. This understanding is my rock, my source of peace and stability as the winds of chaos and unwelcome change swirl around me. I return again and again to faith in God and my belief that the highest and best outcomes are unfolding. I remain patient, trusting love, peace, and truth are my enduring realities. So sometimes, like when I took my mom to the hospital and we were there all night, and I just thought it was probably her gallbladder. She had a bad pain in her side. And I just thought it was probably her gallbladder. And here they come back with a diagnosis that, she needed to have surgery to have her female organs because she had that kind of cancer. And then she also had colon cancer, which her mom had and passed away from. And I'm just like, and they said they can't do anything about the colon cancer because it was moved to the middle of the liver. So, but that was like a whirlwind, like they're talking about here, when you're in that whirlwind and you just like, what? You hear this news and you just, you're spinning around and you just don't know how to process it. It's so hard to pull yourself back to where your faith is. And it says, um, where was I? It says that when you're in the winds of chaos and unwelcome change that swirl around you, you understand that God is your rock and your source of peace and stability, even though those winds are around you. But you got to pull yourself back to that. And sometimes we're just not thinking in the right state of mind. But, God is there and we will cling on to that faith. I return again and again to my faith in God and my belief that the highest and best outcomes are unfolding, and I remain patient, trustworthy, or trusting. Love, peace, and truth are my enduring realities. And from Romans chapter 4:20, no distrust made him waver concerning the promise of God, but he grew strong in his faith and he gave glory to God. So that's from Romans chapter 4, verse 20. No distrust made him waver concerning the promise of God, but he grew strong in his faith as he gave glory to God. I was released from, they did another CT scan, and they did it with the dye this time, which they should have did the first time. But they said that my kidneys look okay. There was one little thing they were talking about, but it's also because I have really bad problems with my back. So apparently that's flaring up again, and it's horrible because I have days where I used to have days where I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't even lay down. In fact, I've been sleeping in a recliner for years now, but I eventually had gone to physical therapy and they put me on this machine that stretches your back. It stretches your spine. And I'm thinking I might have to go back and do that for a couple weeks again. You go in every other day or something and they do it. So I'm thinking I might have to get that done again. But anyway, it's kind of a weird feeling, but to have that done, but it does help. I just don't want to have to go to the pain clinic where, all they do is give you medication and things to cover up the pain. I want to know why I'm having the pain. So, um, I mean, even though you want to have pain go away, but you know what I'm saying. Because my brother, when he had my brother, who I'm his caregiver, when he um, had his bad accident, and they gave him that starts with an O, ends in Doan. Anyway, I can't say that on here, I guess, but he got very relied on them a lot, and he still to this day, when I had my hip surgery and I had a couple of those kind of pills, he was like wanting them. And I said, no, you're not getting them. So I guess it really never goes away, you know? So my faith sees me through all the seasons of life. Change is constant through life. There will be times of triumph and success and of failure and disappointment, and times of both ease and struggle. Rather than put my energy into worrying about when change is coming or what it might look like, I turn to my faith, which assures me that I am never alone and the power and presence of God are with me and within me always. Yeah, it's good to know where I have the pain. I know why, and I take medicine for it. Okay. So you have some pains too. There is a streak in the sky. Looks like it's going to start breaking up there. Um, am I getting you guys all addicted to looking at the sky nowadays? No, I don't have sciatica. Oh, you have sciatica. Yeah, it's higher up than that. It's my lower back. I have a disc missing, and it's it's on top of it. The spine is on the nerves because there's a disc that I don't know if it dissipated or what. Hello, gang. How are ya? Let me finish this up here. Um, my faith is my strength in times of need, my hope in times of struggle, and my peace in times of stress. I give thanks for the unlimited power of faith in my life as I move forward to secure my divine identity. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sally. I was concerned. Good you went. You got to be careful with painkillers. Glad it is something manageable. Yeah, I hope I can go get that. I want to get things done before the end of the year because, um, then your insurance is all new and you got to pay those deductibles again. And I think ours is $6,000. But so I trust in the truth of God and I believe my highest and best outcomes are unfolding. And this is from Proverbs 4, verses 20 and 21. Here you go, guys. Last one for today. My child, be attentive to my words. Incline your ears to my sayings. Do not let them escape from your sight. Keep them within your heart. Good morning, gang. It's nighttime there. It's Sunday morning here. It's 7:30 a.m. So I'll read that again from Proverbs 4, 20 and 21. My child, be attentive to my words. Incline your ear to my sayings. Do not let them escape from your sight. Keep them within your heart. Remember, that's how we live, not by sight. We know there's God. We don't have to see him. He's in our heart. That's how we know whenever we pray, we have it in our heart that we have faith in God, that things will turn out all right, our lives will be good. And sometimes, we go through things. But when we go through those things make you stronger. When you keep the faith, it makes your faith stronger too. God doesn't want bad things to happen to you, but sometimes, we falter in our faith a little bit. I'm not saying kicks you in the butt and wake you up. No, I'm not saying that. Um, but sometimes it seems like that, doesn't it? Sometimes it seems like, that you're just all alone, but you're not. God's there, just like you have things to be thankful for, things to be grateful for. Just look around. You don't have to look very far, I'm sure. You know, I'm sure even, you know, people that are homeless, they can find things to be grateful for. They are grateful for certain things. People that try to help them. Nice to meet all of you. Have a wonderful day. Aw, thank you, Cheryl. Hey, have a great day. And thank you for coming, honey. I really like Cheryl. You guys like Cheryl too? She's a nice, nice woman. Yes, sir. Um, so, you know, like I said, even, the homeless, they have things to be grateful too. Maybe someone gave them $5, or maybe they found a place for shelter when it's raining. I'm sure there's homeless people in Pittsburgh. I've seen them. Maybe they found, a nice place under the bridge or somewhere to keep warm, you know? I mean, or maybe someone came down in Pittsburgh, they go out handing out coats. So maybe someone scored one of those coats and there they were warm. Hopefully they got one like this, because this one's like wearing a comforter. Um, but we all have to have, you know, grateful heart, have grace on ourselves, and just be happy. And today, I hope you are able to spend the Lord's Day with your family. I can't stress that enough, because if you have little ones, you're going to blink your eyes. You're going to blink. Don't blink, because they grow up. My kids are 34 and 38. My youngest, will be 35 in January. And boy, do I miss them sitting on my lap and reading a story and things like that. But even at night, when they crawl in with you in the middle of the night and they snuggle up and they're all nice and warm, and you hug them all night, things like that. Those are things we need to be grateful for. Oh, my coffee's hot. So I hope you guys have plans. Anybody want to share their plans today with your family? Mm, coffee. It's not too cold out here. My nose is a little cold, but it's not too bad. I just hope it stays not too cold this winter as we stay out here with the sunrise, or I'm going to have to find a way to show you guys out the window as it gets colder and colder. But yeah, I'm going to have to move that. I'm surprised that I got good reception, or am I breaking up? There you go. And just like that, there I am. I know you just want to keep continuing looking at the fog, but here I am. I'm here to see you. I'm sorry. You really want to look at the fog, huh? But here I am. I just had to talk to you. Um, so good morning and welcome to all the new people. Um, every once in a while, I guess, it's good not to look at the fog and look at me, because I'm sunshine on a rainy day. I'm sunshine. All my sunshine girls. Spreading sunshine. So what are we up to today? Anybody having anything exciting? Come on now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might meditate a little bit, and then I think I might even take a nap, because I never take naps. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I think I'm staying home all day, because that's what I want to do. So, do what you want to do. Have your hubs, paint your toenails, Debbie Sue. Do something. Um, I don't know. Trying to give you suggestions. Anything, but oh, you're making the pot of soup, but that's work. That's work. Yes, we have to keep Debbie Sue in our prayers. She's going to be having surgery. And we're going to be keep praying for her. And we need to pray for Emily as well in the Philippines. The bad storms they're having there. Um, I don't think she's here today because they probably lost power, but it was really bad when I was talking to her about 2 o'clock this morning. So we'll just keep them in our prayers. Anybody else have any prayer intentions we need to pray for? Or anything you want to share that you're going to do today? Yes. Yeah. That's awesome, Debbie Sue. I think you and me are the only ones here, Debbie Sue. Anybody else want to come into the chat so I can meet you? Anybody else want to come out in the foggy day? Come from underneath the covers and say hi. I won't even see you. Just say hi. Oh my. Hey, there's Jody. Thank you, Jody from Colorado. Hello, Jody. Welcome back, honey. Thank you for coming down from the gallows. Is that what they're called? The gallows? I don't know. Hello again, gang. I like that little. That's one of my favorite little people on there, and I like the heart too. I like that girl. Does she have earmuffs on, or does she have like a radio earphones on? Maybe you would like a heated blanket. Yeah, I could use a heated blanket. I had my son's little heater out here, but I took it in the house because I use it in the house. Hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. How are you, honey? Keep Carol in your prayers too. She's housebound and she gets lonely, and I think about you all the time, Carol. I think they say from the balcony. Okay, all of you up there in the balcony, up there up there. Can you come down and say hi in the chat? Don't forget to hit the like button. I love likes because it's a hug, because I can't actually hug you, because if you were here, I would hug you. So, hey, Paula, did you get all that hair dried? Man, I never had thick hair. I've always had my mom's hair like thin, and my grandma's. They all had, fine, thin hair. Good morning, Rosebud. Good morning. I'm just asking, Paula, I'm just asking everybody from the balcony or up there in the gallows or whatever it is up there, all the way people up there that are here, come on down to the chat and say hello. Gallows, very funny. Actually, Federal Heights, and back in the day, this was the hanging place. Oh, okay. What do I know? We got a smart one on here. Her hair's up in a towel, all clean and shiny for church, for God. Um, how did you know Gallows? Gallows? How did I know Gallows? I'm a school teacher, but I don't teach that. If you don't use it, you lose it, Jody. Yeah, I taught kindergarten. But you know that Kansas song? Isn't there a Kansas song? Oh, mama, I'm in fearful, my life from the law, of the law. Hangman is coming down from the gallows. Yeah, you're right. It says gallows. Jody, is that Kansas that sings that? I don't know. I know the song by heart. Gallows to kindergarten. Probably not. Oh, hey. Is it Billo? Am I a tomboy? No, I'm not. No, I am not. I have 2 sons and a hubs, and I'm very much a princess. That's what my name means, princess. I just don't have my crown on today. Nope, Billo, I'm just a big goofball. Spent most of my career hanging out with 5-year-olds because I taught kindergarten. So, why do you think I'm a tomboy, huh? Good morning. Good to see you on your foggy porch. Hello, Mary. Thank you for your note. I appreciate you. So, Billo, how old are you, honey? Are you from around here in the United States? I'm always anxious to learn new people's business. I like to learn about new people. I like making new friends. So, Billo, you want to be friends here? Maybe we lost Billo. What are you up to, Mary? Everything going okay for you, kiddo? I think the sun is trying to peek out. It's getting, oh my goodness, the fog came up to the porch now. Do you think it will be a snowy winter? Oh gosh, I hope not, Jody. You're in Colorado, huh? I think you probably will have snow. Look at how cold it is. So cold. I got some. Sally, our princess crowns are at the crown cleaners. Oh, that's right. All my sunshine girls have crowns as well. But yeah, I'm just here to spread the word of God this morning, Billo. Brewing coffee, considering next moves. Oh, I've been up since I think I woke up at 12:30 or 1 o'clock this morning, and I already did a bunch of stuff. That's probably why my back's really hurting now, but you just sometimes if I get the inkling, I have to hurry up and do it because I never know to do something else. Oh, because I got to finish my other video to Paula. I've been working on it, but I still didn't get those countertops done. So I'm telling you guys, it's so, last week we went to take Levi, and it is so quiet here. It feels like he's been gone a long time, but it's so quiet. Nobody's fussing. Levi is my dog, in case you don't know. I had to rehome him because he attacked my other dog again, and this time he did some pretty big damage to his eye. So um, had to take him all the way out to Erie and to the Basset Hound Safe Haven, and they're going to find him a nice home. But I can't believe how quiet it is. It was making me miss him, but I tried to focus on he's going to have a better life. He's going to be able to go walking. Maybe he'll have little kids to play with, you know, things like that. So, and as long as he's the only dog, or yeah, if he's the only dog, then he'll be fine. He will. But he was so cute because every time we would go somewhere and you would get back, he would bring you a toy or a bone or something to offer you. So I miss those things. But anyway, that's that. So, anybody, Paula, you're going to go to church. Do you take your nephew out to lunch, right? And don't forget to watch Yvonne after this. She has her affirmations on her channel, Nano 5. Then you can go over to Paula at 3 o'clock. She has a nice little chat session. And then at 6:45 Central Time is Yvonne again on a live doing her little chat session too, visiting with all her peoples, all her community, all the core tribe meets together everywhere around. Hello, JM 74. 74 when you were born. Nice to meet you as well. Oh, good morning. Is that Eric? Oh, you changed your name? Stardashians Unleashed? Did you see the did you see the shout out I gave to you, Eric, on my one short? You changed your name? Okay. That's my friend Eric. And I don't know if you saw that, Eric, but Eric just moved to North Carolina, I think. He's a Door Dasher too. Works very hard. Um, yeah, it's on there. I picked some good music too there, Eric. So, yeah, we have Rosebud here. I think she's one of your people too. That's what I said. All of us, we have our communities and we all sprout out into a core community. And it's awesome. It's awesome because we have so many people here that know each other and we visit each other's communities. Yes, Eric is an awesome guy. Um, I spent many late nights watching him and chatting with him, um, driving his car or doing, his dashes or at the pizza place he was at. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, I think I used your little cartoon. Where did you get your cartoon done, Eric? Did you do it on a program? I You guys have to see. I'll have to show them sometime. You should see. Me and Daryl and I laugh so hard because I try to do that on, I think, Chat GTP. You should see what they did. It doesn't even look like me. And yeah. Okay. So Mary Northern Sparrow said, Eric, that she went from my channel to your channel after my video. So there you go. Rosebud's getting ready for church, so she's listening. So how did you get your cartoon for your picture? Did you make that on a program? But the ones I had made, it was like the one was a skinny lady. That's not me. Then there was one that had these really huge shoulders that looked like a football player. Um, vidIQ. Hmm. Is that like a program or is that like a monthly thing? Is that like where you can what do you call it? Um Edit your stuff too? It's where I make all of my thumbnails. Oh, okay. Because I wanted to ask my friend Dee from Dee and Doug where she got her cartoon made. I already asked Paula, but someone made hers for her. So I'll have to remember that. You guys, you have to see the ones that GTP made of me. I look like a it was a football player and it had a beard. I was like, oh, CapCut. Yeah, I edit on CapCut. Yeah. Um, yeah, Candy K made yours, but I like D and Doug's. Theirs is good too. Don't you guys like D and Doug's? Okay, I have to remember that vidIQ because I don't have my tablet I usually write on. Um, AI can't spell. Yes, I did. Paula, I will send them to you. You're gonna laugh. So that well, skinny woman, and I said, you have to make her a little bit heavier. And it was like that it just made it into like a big football player. I'm like, I said a little bit, but yeah. Oh, the GTP makes you look like that too? Well, at least it didn't make you a woman. It made me into a man. I was like, what? And I gave a simple picture, just, me looking at the camera. It just a headshot and not anything else, but it gave the whole body and everything. I'm about to put a football player in. I have to send this to you, Paula. I would put them online, but it would probably be well, then again, I do like to make people laugh, so I could do that. Yeah, we could wear crowns. I think I did that on my video from my birthday. I was wearing a crown, and I think I had tinsel from the Christmas tree on. It's back in June, you know. It was when it was my 60th birthday. I had a little party for myself. Oh my goodness. I think Mike the Dasher, the Bike Dasher, he came, he got me a cup of coffee, and then someone else did. Oh, Jerry Hedgie. I don't know if you watch Jerry Hedgie. She does a lot of cleaning things and decluttering. She's doing a challenge right now that I'm trying to do as well, but I just can't keep up with you people. Paula may be small and tiny, but those little legs, she can move. She can move because she had a whole basket of stuff she had to put away. She did it in 7 minutes. Oh, I just can't even imagine um, how long it's going to take me. I'm gonna have to make it in two parts because it took me so darn long to wash those stupid dishes. Ah, hello, Rhonda, my darling. How are you? Got your beauty sleep? I hope so. I hope you got your beauty sleep. We're going to keep Debbie Sue's going to be having surgery. We're going to keep her in our prayers, and Emily, who's usually on here in the morning, the one from the Philippines. They're having a typhoon where she is. I talked to her at 2 o'clock this morning. You can hear the rain coming down. So we'll keep the Philippines in our prayers as well. Also, Mrs. Paula's adopted son, Edward, he lost his girlfriend due to an accident, and he's having a hard time with that. He's just a young guy. Um, yeah, so keep Paula's friend Edward, um, in your prayers. I can't imagine, dating someone for so long and then, they get killed. So it's supposed to get cold over here tomorrow night. It's 40 degrees right now, but it was supposed to snow tomorrow. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Um, so yeah, I try to remember everyone that people ask me to pray for. I have prayer warriors and um, yeah, there's so many I can't name them all, but I'm trying to remember the ones that are in immediate need, like you know, um, Emily in the Philippines. You should have heard that rain and the wind. Look at the smoke coming out of my mouth. It's how cold it is. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I want you guys to spend time with your family and just have a restful day. Take a nap or, just jump back in bed with your hubby and just get some cuddles in. Um, anything to spend time together. And don't blink. Those of you who have little kids, do not blink because they grow up too fast. They grow up. They really do. I'm going to take a much needed nap, Sally. Well, I give you permission, Eric. Go take a nap. Then your personality be even better than it already is. So I love you guys, and ah, fills my heart every time I finish a live with you guys. Um, and thank you for sharing the word of God with me and all your comments and everything. And I'll see ya when I see ya. I love you guys. Bye. I'll see you later, Paula. Yvonne, I'll see ya.